Karen was already yelling into her phone before I even made it down the hill. "Yes, dispatch, he's building an illegal cabin. Send someone now." She pointed at my half-finished mountain cabin like it was a bomb about to go off. When I approached, she spun around with her bright blazer flapping in the wind. "You can't build anything up here without HOA authorization. This whole structure is a violation," I told her calmly. "Karen, this isn't even HOA land." But she wasn't listening. Soon, 2 HOA officers pulled up in their van, stepping out like they were about to shut down a construction site. One of them yelled, "All work stops now! You're under investigation for unauthorized development." The neighbors gathered along the lower road, whispering like they were watching the opening scene of a disaster movie. Karen kept screaming, "He thinks he can hide a whole illegal cabin on HOA property! Not on my watch!" Then she marched toward the cabin and tried to tape a red "Cease Build" notice on my door. I warned her. "You're trespassing." She smirked. "You don't even know the rules of the land you're stealing." That's when the sheriff cruiser drove up the dirt. Path called by her, of course. Karen whispered proudly, "Now you're finished." The sheriff stepped out, walked past her and asked, "Sir, do you have any documents for this build?" I nodded and pulled a thick sealed folder from my truck. Inside were the mountain zoning maps, the boundary survey, and most importantly, the deed showing that I didn't just own the cabin. I owned the entire hill. The sheriff read the papers, then turned to Karen. "Ma'am, this property isn't under your HOA. It's privately owned land. Every rock and tree on this hill belongs to him." Karen's smile evaporated. She tried to argue. But he's building too close to our view." The sheriff raised an eyebrow. "Your view isn't legally protected." Then, he looked at her cease build tape and said, "And you just trespassed. Also attempted to enforce authority you don't have." The HOA officers stepped back, pretending they didn't know her. The sheriff escorted her off the hill while she muttered excuses that nobody believed. I walked back to my cabin, picked up my hammer, and kept building, with the best view in the entire county and 0 HOA anywhere near me. If you love HOA takedown stories, hit subscribe. More coming soon.